Switzerland, you know exactly what we need. I'm one of the guys who actually paid attention in history class, so whenever I'm at a place like this, I'm home. So it's good to be back here. I didn't used to think that, but I guess coming from that sort of environment and that closeness to nature has shaped my music a little bit, and the music of Madrugada as well. The sort of wide open spaces and the solitude, and there was not a lot of things to do during the winter, So you get sort of comfortable in your own company. I didn't have a lot of friends my age where I grew up, because I grew up like on a farm, and there weren't that many people. We were like 6 boys in my class. So I don't know, I spent a lot of time on my own, drawing, reading history books, and later I got into to music, and so I guess that sort of shaped my personality and also my relationship with music. It's kind of hard to tell exactly how, but it must have played some role. There's been some songs that are pretty direct to me, but I don't think the listener will have to sort of have intimate knowledge of my life to really know what it's about. I don't know, I make music to express myself, and if something's problematic or, I don't hesitate to put it in a song. So yeah, a lot of the time it has felt a little too personal. But I mean, I don't think a song is really good until it expresses also something that's universal and that people can understand. There's a balance I'm trying to work out every time I sit down to write a song, because it comes from a very personal place, and so it's a challenge to strike that balance. But I do this mostly for myself anyway, so it's a very it has to come from an honest place.
Stand by me, sweet lady, we go in and freely we.
A lot of different stuff, really. I enjoy country music a lot. George Jones, Graham Parsons. Great singers, great songwriters. Blues music, Elmore James, Howling Wolf, Muddy Waters. A lot of British folk music as well. Sandy Denny, Richard Thompson, those people. As long as there's a great song and a great singer, I'm there. Or whatever else is interesting. But I mean, it's mostly, I guess, as I grow older, I'm into just songwriters that sort of plug into the real stuff in life. I'm not into music as a sort of identity sort of marker, as you might be when you're younger. It really matters. Like, you show people who you are with the music you listen to, and I don't do that anymore. I'm into singers and songs.
Waking up too soon, the pale blue light of your hotel room.
I have a family now, and that has helped me a lot in life, and it's just been amazing how that has, how transformative that has been for me, I never understood how much it would mean to me. So that's, when I'm around my kids, nothing else matters. And also I'm very much into history, and we're in Fribourg now, and just walking downtown here and getting into the old part of the city, just being around historical buildings, historical places, just kind of fills me up. I could, like any of these buildings downtown, I could just stand there and just watch them for an hour if I had the time. I'm very much into the material culture of earlier ages, old buildings, whatever, old artifacts, anything. I don't believe in God, but I love going to church for the art and the atmosphere. I like it because it's a non-commercial space, but in Norway, whenever I visit a church, I get this feeling that it's a gathering point in the community, and it's meant a lot to people, and I just like being there. And people come there to come together, and it's quite moving. And I can also respect people's need for something to be serious about. And religion fills that need for some people. To me, kind of music does that.
I love the ocean too, how it's painted green and blue, and my recurring dreams of you. Oh, wake me now, oh, wake me.
I do miss being close to nature, and I used to spend a lot of time in the mountains and going on a lot of hikes, and I really, really miss that. It's not really work, but I would really like to spend more time like that. I'm in Oslo, yeah, and I have little kids, and whenever I'm home, there's not really time to do like me things a lot. So I'd enjoy that very much. I suppose I'm gonna do that when I get older. Apart from that, I wouldn't mind reading more history, maybe, but I wouldn't go to university. That kind of almost ruined my interest in history when I tried going to the university. I wasn't prepared for the academic approach. Really, university was really just to get the student loan so that I could, focus on making music with my band.
Where the exiles go, where the exiles go.
First of all, I think silence is very, very important in music. Space and the space between the notes, and just taking time to let it evolve. I don't know if it's silence, but just space is important. I think it's kind of hard to find a quiet moment now because all this digital input is just very handy. It's in your hand all the time. You can just. I miss being bored and just sitting with myself and just like tolerating it. The times we live in are really killing real creativity. Like the winners are going to be the people who are focused enough to put everything away and just watch the world and watch inside themselves. I find that really, really hard to get time to do that, and I think it's really hurting my craft. I'm just very glad I got to experience that time before social media and iPhones, and because it's horrible. It's ruining our politics, it's ruining our culture, and it's just ruining our experience of life. I just spend time with my family. I'm a family man. I do whatever has to be done around the house. I get the groceries in, and I make dinner every night, and take care of stuff at home. So, and if I find some time in between, I'll try and sit down and write a song, but I just enjoy being home with my kids. That's what I do most of the time. And I get some exercise in every day. That's another thing. But it's a very simple and boring life, but it's very rewarding to me. That's a hard one to answer because melancholy was it was a major part of the culture when I grew up. First of all, I got exposed to Leonard Cohen when I was like 8 years old. I've loved him since then. And I always loved the kind of dark songs on like any of the big albums that came out when I was a kid. I just really just latched on to the kind of dark ones. When I got Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen, it was like the dark kind of deep cuts like Downtown Train and I'm on Fire, which had this sort of, it was something grown up, something sort of that was off limits to me, kind of, but I sort of understood there was something more about music. So it got me at a very early age. And then came the whole grunge thing when I was a teenager. And that was also very emotional, but quite angry also, but very much about emotions and like young men expressing their sort of, it had a melancholy side to it, and REM also around the same time. So it was part of the culture, I thought. But also, I've had my sort of run-ins with, like, I've experienced depression and anxiety in my life, and so I don't think it came from the music. So there's a duality, like just a sort of ping pongs between the two, like how I am and what I prefer. So I guess there's a little bit of both, I suppose. But I'm drawn to it in every art form. Yeah, it's close to sadness, but it's not. To me, I think there's definitely a kind of a good melancholy feeling to be had from music that's enjoyable. Pop music that's in the charge now, that's what really would make me sad, you know? Like melancholy used to be a diagnosis back in like 100 years ago. But now to me it's more kind of it's enjoyable sadness or artistic sadness or whatever you want to call it. Something that connects you with life it just feels important and real and kind of makes you reflect about the past, people you met, like places you've been, things like that. Anything that just sort of connects you with life. And I get that from sad or melancholy music.
Baby grew up this summer. My baby's gonna have a baby. People around town will say.
I really don't make this with the listener in mind. I do it because of the feeling it gives me when I make the music. The only thing I ever wanted to do with my life was like I've never found another thing in life that makes me feel this way, and I was so lucky to find it very early in my life, because I can see how much it hurts people when they're just like, you know, trying to find out what to do with their lives, and maybe some people never find out. And I was lucky enough to find it and believe in it and know how to do it and just want to do it all the time. And then actually on some level succeed having it as my life. So I don't really think about the listener that much, but I do hope that that people hear another person maybe, and that it can hopefully do some of the same stuff for them that all this other music that has changed my life has done for me.